Welcome to Marianne's Alaska Kitchen. So we haven't quite had our Christmas yet since my husband works far away. So I am going to be making some magic cookie bars, and I'm making them in this cool tart pan, but you can make them in a 9x11 glass Pyrex pan as well. And they're very easy. All I have to do is stick a third of a cup of butter, which is 5 1/3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to melt this in my microwave. So there we go. That's perfect. I'm going to add in 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs. You can obviously use regular graham crackers and crush them up in a plastic bag with you can pound them out with your rolling pin and then roll them, or you can put them in a food processor, but I love these that are pre-crumbed for you. So I'm gonna throw in 2 cups. And ordinarily when you're making a graham cracker crust, you'd add sugar, but because these are so sugary, we're not going to add sugar to this. It's just going to be butter and graham cracker crumbs. Our other ingredients are going to be some sweetened coconut flakes, some pecans that I'm going to break up over it, some butterscotch chips, some chocolate chips, and a can of sweetened condensed milk. So I'm going to mix up these graham crackers with my butter, mix it well until they're super well combined, and then I'm going to crush, or not crush, but press them into my pan. This is just a treat my kids look forward to all year long, waiting for Christmas to come along, so these will get made. So you make your base of graham cracker crust. Spread that out, and then I'm going to press it into the pan with the measuring cup that I used to measure my graham cracker crumbs. Just going to press around the bottom. And then I'm going to use my clean hands to press this into the sides, the edges. It makes a really pretty presentation once they're done, to do it in this tart pan. But if you do it in a 8x9 pan, they come out really great too. So either way, I'm going to get those pressed up in there really nicely. This is all going to bake in an oven at 350 for 25 minutes. And I'm going to start by putting in my ingredients. And you can change these ingredients up and add things you love. If you don't like butterscotch chips, you can put peanut butter chips. You can put literally any kind of sweet treat or crunchy treat that you like in there. And this is about a cup of coconut. And I think the coconut's marvelous in this. Now I'm going to add about a cup of chocolate chips. If you didn't like the regular chocolate chips, you could put in white chocolate, or the white chocolate chips as well, and just spread them around. And you get the idea. You could just put anything in here. If you don't like pecans, you could put in almonds. You could put in walnuts. Those are delicious as well. I'm just going to break up some pecans onto this. Now, obviously, you could cut these if you didn't want to break them up, but I just enjoy the process of cooking, and it's kind of more fun and relaxing for me to just sit here and break them up. And you also get like perfect coverage. You can make sure you're getting some nuts in every bite. And these are so easy and so quick, but they're a crowd pleaser. This would be a good treat any time of year. If you hear anything crazy going on, we have 80-mile-an-hour winds going outside. It's winter in Alaska, for sure. But we're inside with nice, warm lamb stew, Kashmiri lamb stew going, and warm, gooey treats that are going to go into the oven. Yum. This looks gorgeous. You could also add dried fruit to these if you want. Cranberries or blueberries. Dried cherries would be nice in this as well. And I'd say this is probably about a half a cup of nuts, which you can add more, you can add less, or you can go without nuts if you don't like nuts. That's another nice thing about this, is you can make this dish any way you want. So there we are, and you saw how quickly this comes together. And then we're going to add our butterscotch chips and our condensed milk. So we've been having 110-mile-an-hour gusts. Several things have broken in our backyard from the crazy Alaskan weather, but I'm going to finish these little babies up because we have a generator. I'm going to add on some white chocolate chips instead of butterscotch chips because that's what my store could deliver. And I'm going to add the final ingredient, which is the condensed milk. And this is thick, for some reason extra thick. Normally it's not quite this gloppy, but I'm sure once it gets into the oven, it's going to melt in and caramelize really nicely, which is what this dish does, is it makes caramel around your chocolate and your chips and the coconut. So that's what the condensed milk does. So I'm going to get that condensed milk out of the can. And put this into our generator powered oven. We do have a gas oven, but you have to have a generator to get that lit. Thank goodness for generators. And this goes in for 25 minutes, and it's going to be glorious.